Hi, it's Saturday, July 25th, maybe? I don't know, something like that. I think so, it's the 25th, yeah. And I've actually pollinated, or I didn't, but some of my pumpkins got pollinated. I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. And I don't know where I left you last time. It was a while ago, I think July 3rd maybe? And there my 1504 was like 5'5" or something like that. And it's grown a while from that. It's like 12 feet long right now, and I'm right behind it, so I'll show you it. So here's the main vine tip. As we go back, plant really grows out. The secondaries are like 4 feet long. You can see the tip of the first secondary over there. I have to like step back so I can get the whole plant in. Man, this is big. So anyway, here's the plant. It's like 12 feet long, like I said before. It's got like 25 secondaries and a little pumpkin. This is a day 1 pumpkin, DAP 1. It's like huge. It was like this big yesterday too, the pumpkin. It's like really big. Like, if I just put my finger there, you can see how big that is. Pretty big. It was a nice 5 lober. And I was actually on vacation, so the plant's babysitter pollinated. With the 1319 McDonald, the 1966.5 Warner, crossed with a self, an official weight. And here, there's another one that'll come in like 3-4 days maybe. So here's the tip over there, and you see this? This is a bucket filled with yellow soapy water and some male flower petals on this plant. It's a cucumber beetle trap because they love the color yellow, so they fall in and drown themselves in the soapy water. So there's a lovely plant. It was weeding a while because it was gone for 5 days. Here's some irrigation lines over here, which are going to work once I have everything set up. And I just saw this just now, so I'm going to step over the plant. Another one of those buckets. There's a female on this secondary here. And there's also a huge female secondary back here. This one looks pretty big, so we'll just see if it's also big like the other one. There's the main vine in there. Oh yeah, guess you don't know, this is a keeper of the patch. I don't have 2 anymore. I had 2 the last time. So I'm gonna, there's a stump. I just chose this one. It was just doing a bit better. This is a Nasa wilt, I think. Basically, it's when the squash bugs feed on the leaves and then it's just sort of like wilts and dies. I think that's what it is. But I think it's, there you can see it. It's like starting at the front here. I do not think this is Phytophthora, or however you pronounce that, Phytophthora. I don't know, because it's spreading extremely slowly, and it's like there's here, then there was a leaf over there towards the front, so I just don't think it's that. I'm just gonna move this leaf here. I should probably like this leaf, just like destroy him. Get rid of him. And there's another leaf that I guess had that Mesa wilt. Pretty much hate the squash bugs and the cute beetles. They're so annoying. It could also just be the old age of the leaves, but whatever. Whatever it is, it's good to remove those leaves. There we are. It's a nice view of the plant. And is that a female down there? Oh yeah, there's a female in there too. Females everywhere now. I'm very late with the pollination, but whatever. Alright, so I'll roll the clip where I pull the one plant. 1504 plants. I'm gonna have to get rid of one right now. I'm gonna do this now. I'll show you when I cut one. Right there. So I'm gonna have to pull this plant now. And here we are now. 1 plant left. It just had better secondaries. It hit this one leaf there, which I'm not gonna cut right now because in case the other plant did some sort of issues. I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna sterilize the knife first. It lost you squash bug. So the The secondaries are looking very good on this plant. Everything is just looking great. Here's this wilted leaf here. I'm just going to like pull out. Just like see. I don't know what that is right there. That's where I pulled this leaf. So I probably should like hydrogen peroxide it, but it looks fairly firm under here. Should be fine. Wonder if I could stick the camera under. Nah, I don't think so. That was the clip where I pulled the plant. Now we're gonna move to the 1310, which is doing a lot worse. I'll just show you the drip line, the emitters every so often. And here's the 1310, which is doing worse, but whatever. I hope to get a nice pumpkin out of here. Bury the vines. I hate doing it, but it needs to be done. Need to bury the vines. It's a plant. Try the 17. I just want to say that I've got some tomatoes. I don't know if I showed you these the other time, but I have tomatoes in the ground, which I don't know. Giant tomatoes. There's 6. Got battered by wind. It's like them. Got a female here. Had a pumpkin over there that pollinated on the 13th that aborted. Got a flower opening tomorrow. I'll just pop the cup on and then pollinate it. And there's another one. The pollination, I'll just explain that real quick. So in the female flower, there's the lobes. I don't have that to show you right now, but there's this thing in the middle. Looks kind of like, I don't know, what do we say it looks like? A mini castle maybe? But then you basically take a male flower, which is like this one. I don't need this one. Then inside you're gonna have, I'll just get it open and I'll continue. When it's ripe, it's gonna look like this, and you rub this on the lobes of the female, and then there's the pollen on here, and then you close it back up so no other insects get to it, and put pollen that you don't want it, and then you throw the male away. You can do as many males as you want. And then you take the petals off a few days later, and hopefully it pollinates. Alright, so because this is all very short, I am going to show you the county fair patch and my field pumpkins in this video, but not now because I have some things to do here and at home and all that. So I'm going to probably continue filming tonight or tomorrow or so. But anyway, some things to show you, so I'm gonna see you then. Hi, so I'm back and I'm sprinting towards my county fair patch. Although it's not going to the county fair, I don't know why I'm sprinting. All right, here we are. Here it is. It's 8 feet long, this plant, the 1319 McDonald. Yeah, last time I had both, I guess. So the 1398, which was actually winning last time, if you remember part 9, but cut it off because the 1319 just got better. Just better. Here you can see Groundhog has done some work. So I did some work with cayenne pepper, and hopefully the cat Fluffy will come out. Here towards the end, there's a female flower. Will come out in like 6-7 days. Yeah, there we are. That's the county fair patch. Time to go to the field pumpkins. All right, this time I'm not sprinting to the field pumpkins. I'm walking to the field pumpkins. It's too hot outside to sprint anymore. It just went up 5 degrees in the last 30 seconds. Or so it feels like after sprinting. So we're taking a shortcut through the nice shadow in the forest, the trees, and we're walking, or should I say walking like a turtle, to the field pumpkin patch, which is 20 feet in front of me right now. Here we are too, and it's probably going to stay that way for the rest of the season. But the one, so I'm just gonna roll this picture where I show the outlines of the two because it's real hard to see. All right, that was the picture. Now, here are the two. Remember the picture. There's the first one that goes there. The second one just literally curves there and stops there. Here there is a, where's the female? There's the female on the bigger plant. It's got a whole bunch of males. Now we'll walk to the other side. There are no female flowers on the smaller plant, but there is a pumpkin. So this one may abort or it may not, but in either case, it's here right now. So I'll let it grow. If it aborts, I might pull the plant, but we'll see. There it is. One more thing that I should have showed you when I was at the county fair patch, because it was right next to it, was my compost pile. And there's something very strange about it. So I'll show it to you now. And we'll take the nice shortcut through the forest, which is 50 degrees cooler, or so it feels like after walking like a turtle. Walking past the chickens, which ate my discarded plant from the two, or part of the discarded plant at least, because there are only 4 and an entire pumpkin plant. It's a lot. Yeah, so here's the county fair patch again. There's a stump. I don't know if we ever got a good angle of that. Nice. There's some secondaries over there. A compost pile. See what I'm talking about? Nah, well, that's fine. See this plant right here? I threw a warty yellow winter squash in here last year in the fall, and now it resurrected. Pretty funny, eh? See if it grows some squash for us. I don't know if it's edible or not, but they look cool. There's the plant. And then, see these? You recognize these at all? Or at least these two in the front. That one there. Well, they are pumpkins, and if you didn't recognize them, that's okay. But they did not come from that same one that the other one came from. And if you're very pumpkin savvy, then you would be able to tell the difference from the leaves. Anyway, here are the pumpkin plants, and these are actually from like a white squash seed that I dried, but I never really used them. So then I decided I'd just plant them in there just for fun. But everyone else here thinks that they just came from that pumpkin over there because nobody knows anything about how the leaves look like. So don't tell anyone. Here it is. There's the patch. Soon, hopefully with some nice non-aborted pumpkins in the patch that are growing nice and well. Bye.